Hey everybody, so this is going to be my updated makeup routine because I honestly haven't posted that in a little while, so let's get started. Starting off, I'm using some moisturizers. I kind of use whatever one I got, and I have like 50, it almost feels like. So we're just going to use Laneige Water Bank. I basically just put this all over my face because I like it like extra, I don't know like what you would call it, but like when it's kind of oily, just because my skin is very dry. But then like on other times it's very oily, but especially whenever I do makeup, I kind of want it to just like glide on and not be a pain in the butt to get on. Now with that though, I also do mix it with my Saie. This is the Star Glow Saie, so I basically do the same thing. Oh, that was a lot. I did not mean to put that much. And I just put it throughout my face. It doesn't blend up there, so I'm not gonna add anything up there. I am gonna add some on the side though, just a little bit. There you go. Okay, so that's how I put that on. So now I'm gonna let that sit just so it can sink in a little bit before I like coat it with makeup. So now it's moving on to my lashes. So I start off by using the Milani Lash, and then I do all Paris Hilton's brand. So I have this, I did like the pack, you get like the pack, and I have a fourth one, but the fourth one's like basically dried out. So I'm replacing that with this. I do not know the name because it got like literally wiped off. I can kind of see it, but voluminous super lash, that's all I can see. So let's get the lashes on and then I'll be back. I really almost forgot, I do have to do some type of eyeshadow. Also, if you're wondering why I'm getting ready, I'm not necessarily going to the shelter today. I'm going to help them out at a store and then possibly going to the shelter. So it's kind of going to be like a long day, so I figured I would just get ready with y'all. So basically I'm using my highlighter because I have different highlighters. Actually, I wanted to be able to try like using concealer as like a primer, but my grandfather's on the way and that's who's taking me, and my grandma's going with me, and literally I do not have time for that. Okay, so I use this type of brush, and this one is the Revolution highlighter. Literally one of the best highlighters. It's very like pigmented, but very like, if you're gonna put on your nose and you got like really bad pores, it's gonna stand out every little pore that's on your face. So that's like one of the biggest problems with it. But I've had this highlighter for like 3 years now, so it's really down in the deep. And then I'm using the Benefit Cookie highlighter kind of just to put on the edge. Yesterday I ended up using brown, and then I went over with a little bit of highlighter. Turned out with like really good makeup look. I'm about to get a Q-tip. The lashes, starting off with the Milani. I am gonna curl my lashes first, but starting off with the Milani. Onto the black 2 from Paris Hilton, gold. Next, moving on to this one. It has 1 and 2. You can be able to prime your lashes, and then you can also be able to just like put on mascara. And for about like $8 to $9, I honestly think that that's worth it. And now just repeating it on the next side. So here's my lashes. Alright, now we're gonna move on to just putting on a primer. So I necessarily don't put on primer every day, but for days that I know I'm gonna be like running around, I add primer. So I was gonna get the Milk Makeup one, but honestly, just for the price, it blew my mind, and it honestly just made me think that's ridiculous. So I'm using 2 primers today. My first primer is Essence Primer.